But so what's up? What's up? What do you want us? What would you like to talk about concerning
anime wise this week?
Yeah, this week. I mean, there's one thing in the news. Netflix is losing money. It's losing subscribers, which is affecting their stock evaluation.
To be fair, a lot of companies seem to be in a bit of, no, I wouldn't say trouble, but seem to be like their revenues are down. Even Amazon has posted their lowest revenues.
Yeah, it seems like everybody is peaking.
Yeah.
Almost every business is peaking.
And I mean, that would make sense given the war
and COVID and everything.
Yeah.
People, everybody is more focused on life and living life. So, but I think we need a better breakdown of why Netflix is. I think the announcement on we're going down on password sharing is also a major factor into the loss of subscribers. So I think, and also they've plateaued. Netflix promised they would never run ads on their subscription services, but apparently it's in the works because
wait. So you pay
then cheaper ads. So basically like Hulu, and I think HBO. I think there's an HBO Max version that's on the premium one. So you kind of get ads once in a while. Yeah, and then there's a premium one you don't get any ads.
They will make a lot of money from ads.
Yeah, they will. Yeah, it would further support the business. But yeah, about Netflix losing money and then losing subscribers, they are actually kind of axing the animation department.
Where did you read this?
It was a news publication, so it was one of the things that we're talking about. That became a conversation last week. So quite a normal. So the very first thing I was like, why is Dragon Princess season 3? Dragon Prince. Yeah, exactly.
Oh no.
Like, why is Dragon Prince season 3?
Yeah,
it's been a while. Yeah. Castlevania is done, so that's good.
What other anime? Devil Crybaby.
Devilman Crybaby. I didn't like it.
Okay. I haven't watched it.
Gave me a serious headache. I would like you to watch it to see if you got a headache.
What Netflix original anime are there?
There's Castlevania. There's Blood of
Zeus. Really good.
Yeah, but that's done, so it's safe.
Done, yes.
There's Blood of Zeus.
I watched that as well.
There's Dragon Prince.
All things are anime.
Yeah. Cool. There's Dragon Prince. There is Arcane. Season 2 is already in the works. That is definitely not going anywhere.
But Arcane, was it made by Netflix or was it just made and given to Netflix?
I think it was funded by Netflix.
What's the name of the company that is it Blizzard? No, what's the name of the company
that owns League of Legends? Definitely will be a partnership type thing.
I feel like they will be able to keep that alive.
Yeah, but with Netflix, it won Oscars or something like that, for best animation stuff. So it's like that good. It's currently the only thing that can really go toe to toe with the Into the Spider-Verse.
Okay.
In terms of animation, how amazing it is. So now my question is, do you think Netflix is going to pull back on acquiring a lot of anime? Because to be honest, Netflix has acquired a lot of anime. Their Komi-san Can Communicate is a Netflix anime. In the sense that until it comes out, they release it before everybody else gets.
I think your boy Kuming, is also Netflix. I'm not too sure. I think so.
I think Summertime Render is actually Disney Plus, if I remember correctly, which is also very interesting. So it's like, do we think that after them axing the animation department to that degree?
But are they axing it or are they like just cutting back?
It seems like they're axing it. Really? So I think maybe what they are going to focus more on is just give money to studios.
You know what? Netflix is actually in their bag with what they're releasing right now. Love is Blind.
Yeah, the reality shows.
The reality dating shows. Yeah. They are in their bag.
Yeah. You know, I think
because those shows, I feel like I'm very expensive.
I think you and I should create a whole channel where we watch these shows and then just react live, because this is it's kind of personal, so I'm just going to share. There are times where I watch them and I'm like so hyped, and I text Selasi, I'm like, you need to watch this. And then I wake up at like 2 a.m. to go and pee or something. It's a whole voice note. He is pissed.
And I'm just pissed. I'm like, why is this girl doing this? Why is this guy doing this? What's going on?
Why is this happening? It's so funny.
Yeah.
I'm like recently.
But we have to do that episode by episode.
Yeah. Love is Blind. Love Never Lies was pretty good.
I've only watched like two or three episodes. Yeah.
But anyway, back to the anime. So
to the anime.
So you see, you guys would probably see this if we drop the previous episode before this one. which we were supposed to, but we never got to release. I had a whole rant about and asking you guys for likes if you wanted me to talk about live action anime and why it wouldn't
Maybe
work.
that's why the podcast never saw the light of YouTube. Maybe that's why.
And I'm still asking you guys, give me about 5 likes and I will do a whole separate.
5 is too low, Winston.
So,
Of course, we'll get 5 likes.
Yeah. I really want
Then just do it.
I really want to talk about, but I just want to
So
see.
don't set the target. Just do it.
I still want to see
Set the
this.
target like 500 likes. Fine. But you just
You know what me to do. Okay. 50, okay, 50 likes.
50 likes.
50 likes. If we get 50
likes.
if we get 50 likes, I will do a whole series where I talk about live action. Now, for instance,
Live action anime.
Why it's not working, which anime I think would make good live action, and
What
why.
happened to One Piece live action?
That's what I'm about to talk about.
Of course.
One Piece live action is in the works. They've already started. They've done a lot of casting. Some of the cast, fantastic. The guy they casted for Shanks, perfect. The cast for Luffy, Sanji, the main guys,
Yeah.
perfect. I'm not gonna lie, I'm super
Great.
It shows that the showrunner or the guy who's the director and everything is a One Piece fan, like he said he was, which is great and everything. My issue is Netflix. Netflix is a profit-based business.
Yeah.
To keep the lights on, they need to keep making money.
Yeah.
If your show is not making money, it's got to go.
Yeah.
One Piece is not that type of commitment.
You know what? Okay, let's go on with this. I think we can segue.
Okay.
Because do you think Netflix would do better if it didn't release all the episodes at once for its shows?
Sooner or later, Netflix will start. Even with Love is Blind and things like Love is Blind and Too Hot to Handle,
Yeah.
they release it in bits. They don't
But
release
they
it.
released like 4 episodes.
Yes, exactly. And it's also a thing that Amazon Prime started doing. After the first season of The Boys, we got all of The Boys.
Yeah.
Second season, they released like 3, and then they did 1, and it still worked.
I feel like that would work better for Netflix. Because imagine if Squid Game,
Mm-hmm.
they released it week by week. And then the first week by episode 3 or 4, a bunch of your friends are watching. Like, yo, catch up and let's watch it together.
Yeah.
And then we're talking about it on Twitter. Like Game of Thrones. How Game of Thrones, imagine if Game of Thrones was released all at once. It wouldn't have been the phenomenon that it
Yeah,
became.
but I think that means that Netflix has to change the way they make these shows, because they make it in such a way that it flows so seamlessly into each other.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's a show that has to be binged.
They can tweak the
They'll have to
put
tweak.
in their cliffhangers at the right place.
Exactly.
Because this week Stranger Things comes out. You watch all of Stranger
Then
Things.
next week
The
something
next
else.
week.
It's like, I think
As compared
Netflix
to like if they are done like week by week, if it's 10 episodes, then that means you're going to be subscribed
10
for
weeks.
all those weeks.
Yeah, or you can't wait. When it's done, you come and join.
No, but that's the thing. Then you miss out on the whole cultural side of it. Everybody is tweeting about
Yeah.
this. Talking
That's
about it.
when
You
the
miss
show
out
is big.
on all of
If the
that.
show is big enough, most people will just jump in
Yeah.
immediately. And it's true. I think Netflix should look into that weekly thing. But I think Netflix is just churning out too much.
Too much content. Like I don't know how they make money.
Yeah. I looked into that. I knew how they spend money. I
Yeah.
don't know how they make.
Millions on shows.
Yeah, they make $250 million on the Jupiter's Legacy thing, and they axed it up for 1 season.
And how much do they make on subscriptions a month?
I can't really tell. Some of these figures they won't let you
Yeah.
know outright.
I need to do some research.
But at the end of the day, when it comes to the anime side of things, Netflix is one of those companies, along with Crunchyroll, that really try to bring anime, make it easily accessible
Yeah.
to all of us. So I'm wondering if,
Well, to some of us, not all of us,
why not?
because they country restrict that.
The country restricted ones are the ones they don't own or they didn't pay for. Yeah. So the regional restrictions, they're down there. It's everywhere. But the ones that they own,
Yeah, they're available.
they're available to everybody. And that's really Netflix has played a role in making anime more popular,
Oh, for sure.
especially by bringing out cartoons that are not anime per se.
Yeah, but have
But,
kind of style.
Yeah, have that style to the point where people are so interested, and I don't mind just dipping their toes into anime, and I think they pay a bit more. They also do a lot of work for the voice acting, so the English subs. I still can't watch. For instance,
there was this one that came out like 2 years ago that everybody was saying was the best anime.
The Great Pretender.
Great Pretender.
Yes, I've still not watched it.
Still haven't watched it.
I look at it. I literally saw it today, and I was looking at it. I think I'm gonna skip this. But when it comes to all of this, like Netflix trying to, I think this thing could affect the One Piece live action, because I've told you this before. For me, if I was older, and like any company was going to approach me that they want to make One Piece, I need you to make a bare minimum 5-season commitment out the gate.
Out the gates. Yeah.
Out the gate, because One Piece didn't get that amazing till Skype. It was really good, really good, but then
isn't from what I've read, some people didn't like Skype.
Yeah, some people didn't like Skype, but it's when the stakes started going higher, we realized that this is a much bigger world.
So relevant.
Yeah, this is a much bigger world than we thought it was.
Yeah.
So Alabasta is also a very, very important arc. And right now, looking at the way they are going about the story, I'm guessing Alabasta could probably be 3.
You know, something I feel like will become relevant again later. The Foxy games.
Oh yeah.
What's the name of that?
Foxy Pirates, the Davy Back games or
Davy Back games. I feel like because now we're going back and seeing that Oda added this because of this. So why did he add the Foxy Back?
So the current theory for the Davy Back games is that Luffy and Shanks' crew are going to play a Davy Back game. Because they are not antagonistic against each other.
But why do they need to fight? Or they just don't do it?
For this is Shanks to see how far his crew has come.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So that
now the preamble for it.
It already exists. I love Foxy. Loro me!
Oh, I love it so much. And I was watching it, I was like, is this filler? And you were saying like it's not filler.
One is filler. So they did a Davy Back game. Luffy them's won.
Yeah.
And then Luffy said he wanted to play again. No, Foxy said he wanted to play again, and Luffy agreed. So the second one, there and then, and his crew was like, bro. So he did. There were 2 Davy Back games, and one of them is not canon. One is canon.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. So that's so. But yeah, what
is the new One Piece movie out there?
No, Red. I have an interesting feeling that Red will come out after Luffy meets Shanks or Shanks shows up.
I saw that Todoroki is in the movie.
Oh yeah, the girl. Shanks' daughter, apparently.
I mean, Luffy's kind of Shanks' son as well.
I mean, well, no,
could just be a kid that he...
Oh, since we are talking about One Piece and you were the one who brought it up.
The new episode?
Yeah, the new episode. How did you find the 10-15?
Yo, like the animation was really cool. So why did Law drop
Zoro? Because Zoro was falling. Zoro can't fly.
Oh, okay. It was really good. He just walked in between them.
Yeah.
And what was the name of the dude he went to?
Kaido.
No, not Kaido and Big Mom. He walked into and went to some dude on the ground. Some dude that was beaten up on the floor.
Oh, Kinemon.
Yeah. Like right, and then like he dropped Kaido and Big Mom was like, yo.
Yeah, but what are you doing?
What is he doing?
Why are you sleeping?
Yo.
Yeah, you really slept it with her.
So Akainu, and have you been watching quitting the TikTok? There's this dude that's been like sending like calls.
That guy's video was
quitting the job.
That guy's video is very funny. When he called Akainu, he was like, run! Run! Luffy's coming, run! He fought Kaido for people he's only known for 2 weeks, and you killed his brother! What are you finna do to you?
Hold on. Akainu and Kaido, who's stronger?
Well, from the law, Kaido is the strongest creature. That's what
doesn't mean he's the strongest animal. No, he's the strongest creature.
He's the strongest creature.
So he's probably the strongest Zoan type.
No, so possibly maybe just the strongest. It could be. Yeah, I've never thought about it that way. It's good to have a non-One Piece person give perspective. It could be that he's the strongest Zoan type.
Because if you have strongest swordsman, doesn't necessarily mean he's the strongest character. He's just the strongest swordsman. But that's his title.
The hype for Akainu is that Oda said if One Piece or the main character for One Piece was Akainu, One Piece will be over in a year.
Okay. And this is because Akainu is strong and his Devil Fruit is the strongest Logia.
Possibly, yeah, possibly the strongest.
I mean, it's stronger than the Mirror.
Oh yeah.
And it's stronger than the Ice, so it's not.
He fought Aokiji for 4 days or 5 days, but he won.
Okay.
But he didn't win easily.
Okay.
Although Aokiji lost an arm and a leg or something. Yeah. So he is also very, very strong. But that final fight against Akainu, I don't think that's even going to be the final fight. That's the interesting thing.
No, Blackbeard is probably going to be the final
fight. I don't think so too. What about the Gorosei? What about Imu? There are other people there.
Who the hell is Imu?
So he's the boss of the Gorosei. The Gorosei has a boss. So
he's a celestial dragon.
He seems to be higher than the celestial dragons.
So are the Gorosei celestial dragons?
Possible. But they work for the celestial dragons.
Interesting. Okay.
Alright. So Imu is also, and basically there's this throne that nobody's supposed to sit or able to sit on. He sits on that throne.
But have we seen him?
Yeah, we've seen him. We haven't seen him, his face, seen his eyes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And he had some pictures showing the people who are his targets. That's Princess Vivi, Princess Shirahoshi. Princess Vivi is the Alabasta princess.
Yes.
Shirahoshi is the Poseidon. She's
okay, there's a weapon.
The mermaid, and then Luffy.
Interesting.
And then Imu went into a certain secret room, and then there's a giant straw hat.
That's where the giant straw hat
is. Things from here. So there's all of that. So I don't know. But the animation for 10-15, I am hyped. But I know there's so much more going to come after that. And like the fights after that are just going to be so sick. And I'm hoping they will be able to keep the animation up. Because right now, to be honest, I saw it and like I didn't want to watch it because I've been avoiding Wano because I want Wano to be done.
Wait. I want to ask this question.
Mm-hmm.
Right now in the manga, they're in Wano. In the anime, they're in Wano.
Longest. It seems like Wano is the longest arc. We've been at Wano for possibly 2-3 years now.
In the manga?
Yeah.
You guys have been in Wano?
Real world time.
For 2 years.
It could be even more. It could be 4-5 years safe.
So even though sometimes the manga is like 2 years behind the anime, because they're now getting to Wano, and the anime is like 2 years behind the manga.
No.
How far behind is the anime?
They are not that far off. But the Wano fight has been happening for a long time. And here's the thing, the reason why Oda never stresses about things like that is that when the Wano arc ends, there will be a filler.
Oh, okay.
There will be a filler so he can speed up. And he needs to speed up, to be honest. Because, see, there was a time when Michael and I were sitting there and we realized that there was a time in our life where we didn't see Zoro for 2 years. 2 years.
In the manga?
Yes. Because it was the whole Cake Island saga.
Yeah.
It went on for over 2 years. Not a single visual of Zoro happened that entire time. So it was after, and I was like, oh, Michael, we've not seen Zoro for 2 years.
But I mean, in story time, it was probably like a month or so.
Yeah, story time was days.
Dang.
It was days in it was such a long time. Yeah. But yeah, after seeing, to be honest, right now the standard is Demon Slayer.
Standard for
animation. And this one looks up there.
Yeah,
it looks up there.
It does.
But I want to see the rest of the fights, how it's going to look. It should be a great time.
There's still animation that I prefer to Demon Slayer.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I
something like Maiden Abyss. I really like. You see, Demon Slayer is very hard. The lines are thick and hard.
Okay.
I like how soft.
The reason I like
Maiden Abyss was,
Demon Slayer animation,
it's good, but I prefer
motion.
Yeah.
I never feel like they cheaped out on their frame.
Yes, like they're stuck and they're just moving.
Yeah, it's like it's so fluid. It's constantly in motion. So, that's what I really like about that. I don't feel like they copped out on something. Like they go full,
and they're giving you like 360 camera.
But one of the things I feel like makes Demon Slayer anime so good, or why we think it's so good, is the visuals of their abilities.
You know what? I watched this video on YouTube, right? It was Death Battle. Have you watched Death Battle?
Yeah.
In Death Battle, they said that the swordsman.
Death Battle.
Yeah, I'm not like I'm an anti-fan. Like I watch it, I enjoy watching it, but I enjoy picking out what they do. They said that the swordsman actually summoned the elements.
No, they don't.
So they said in Death Battle that even though most people believe that the swordsmen don't summon the elements, they actually do. So I'm like, no, it's just
translation thing. Yeah.
But Death Battle swears the reason they say that is because sometimes you see the electricity or fire interacting with things in the environment.
Yo, guys, we need you to fact check that because as far as I know, I thought it was just an aesthetic. It was just a representation
of the power and the breathing. Yeah. But like Tanjiro isn't actually summoning water. But Death Battle is saying that Tanjiro summons the fire.
I watched the Tanjiro versus who was it?
Jojo,
Jojo Star.
You didn't see, they made that point.
Okay, so I normally listen while I'm doing stuff, so I wasn't paying attention.
So it was like a note. Most people believe that, but that's what I was like.
Hey, what are you talking about?
I mean, fine, I understand. You see the electricity reacts, but it's just the power of their muscles.
Yeah.
And like,
the way they use that power.
So I was really confused, and I went to the comments, and nobody was talking about it in the comments. Like, yo, do people really think they're summoning the elements?
Maybe it's a translation thing. People actually, it went under the radar. People didn't.
Maybe.
Yeah. But so I think one of the reasons why Demon Slayer is so good is the visuals that the representation of their fighting style adds, because when you see the water moving and the flame beating, it's like it makes it that much better.
The water is beautifully drawn. It's like those old
Chinese and
Japanese paintings you see with the water is beautifully done. The fire too,
and then the lightning, everything. I think that's another thing that makes it. So when I watched,
lightning is beautiful.
So when I watched the One Piece, and Luffy was about to do Red Rock, and I saw the fire and everything. I was like, oh, okay, you guys brought their game.
Looking at One Piece now and seeing Luffy harnessing this fire.
Here's a funny thing. So Selasi doesn't read the manga, but
I read it.
He kind of reads it. And I don't want to spoil it for the anime only fans, but yeah, you know what's going on.
Yeah, but okay, I have a hot take.
Okay.
One Piece.
Okay.
The Mera fruit is useless.
Why?
Because, okay, fine. The only thing the Mera fruit gives you is that you can become intangible, you can become fire.
Yeah.
But apart from that, it's useless.
Why?
So many other characters without the Mera fruits have firepower.
Like?
Sanji.
Fair?
Sanji has firepower. The dude that they met in East Blue that hits his pearls together.
I think that was a filler.
It wasn't filler. At Barita or whatever. Barati.
Ah, yeah, that old guy. Yeah.
There was some dude that had
clouds.
He banged together fire. So many people have firepower.
But those people
without even having
But those people are not fire. That's the
advantage. But they can all generate fire.
Yeah, fair. So that's
Marco. The Phoenix dude, fire.
That is where, and that's actually where I thought you were going to come at this from, because I was like, Marco kind of does have firepower. Yeah, his fire also can heal.
But he ate a fruit. But there are people who never ate a fruit and still have firepowers.
Yeah, until Oda clarified, most of us thought that the fire that Sanji generated was maybe not real fire, it was just a visual representation of his passion. How was
real fire?
Yeah, but the owner goes on and it's like, no. This is fire that is coming out because he's so passionate. And I'm like, okay, this is real fire.
Okay, so there's something else going on in One Piece.
Okay.
There's some other power that we don't know about. Which is, I don't know, how can Nami control the weather?
She can't control the weather, she's just very perceptive.
There's some other power, there's something else going on, I feel like.
Well, Haki seems to be the leveling.
Okay,
factor.
So how does Sanji generate fire?
That's the thing, he is, this is a spoiler for the anime only people. It's about
is it the thing about the God Valley thing?
No, it's about his heritage. His siblings all have abilities.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so the father took DNA from different.
So he's also like that.
So there are people in One Piece that can control fire.
Yes.
So then those people versus the Mera
is useless. There's the last of those people. There's a whole race, but they all
there's only one the ancient someone dude.
Yeah, king. The one in all black leather.
And he can control fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has wings. Right?
Yes, yeah, he has fire. Yeah, black.
So he's a Skypiea person.
Yes and no. He's also from the sky, but he's a different race of sky people.
Did Eno have wings?
No.
He's a sky person. I'm not a sky person.
Yeah.
He is, but he didn't have wings.
I don't remember him having wings. I think
Or
he
he
might
took
have
them out to put that metal
thing there. Maybe he might have had it.
And those wings are pretty useless.
Yeah. No, for some people. But the other people, one of the worst generation, I think Rouge, he also has
some big dude.
Yeah,
I've seen him.
Yeah, he has big wings. And this guy's wings, King's wings, he can use it to fly.
But are King's wings because of his fruit?
No, King's wings are because of what he is.
So when he transforms, his wings turn into the pterodactyl wings.
Yeah, his wings disappear.
Okay. And like I'm just finding out that there are people that are like, because there's this dude that is like part tiger.
Part tiger,
and he eats like a turtle fruit or something. A turtle fruit.
Yeah, they're beast people, beast folk. Yeah.
So what happens if a beast folk?
Yeah, that's what happens. So that guy ate a turtle fruit. So he has a turtle shell, but he's a lion.
And a humanoid lion.
Yeah, humanoid. The minx, that's what they are called.
Minx.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this thing.
So if he ate it like a lion minx, ate a lion fruit.
Yeah, I guess. It's kind of like if a human being eats the Hito no me, the human eats the one that Chopper eats. What happens? The running theory is that they will just be able to control more of their
I saw like apparently Axe Oda in an interview and he said the person might find their true self.
Yeah, type thing. Yeah. Maybe you know the whole thing that like, oh, what if we could use 100% of our brain? Maybe when that person eats, that's what will happen.
They'll be more human.
Yeah. Or you'll be able to do more of the
because to be fair, like something like the falcon fruit, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're more powerful than an average falcon.
Yeah, because of your mass.
Okay.
Just mass alone gives you.
Are there insect fruits?
Yes.
Is there a spider? There's a spider fruit.
Yeah.
That person is a Spider-Man.
No, it's a woman self.
Okay.
She has an.
No, but that's an ancient. No, it's not an ancient. It's a mythical. No?
Yeah, mythical zone.
Mythical.
No, it's an ancient zone. She's not mythical.
Really?
Yeah. There are ancient zones like the T-Rex. Then the top of the zone list is the mythical zone. Yeah. So that's where Kaido is a mythical zone. Those are the mythological creatures that never really existed yet. But the ancient ones are
that never existed. We don't know.
Yeah, we don't know yet. But the pterodactyl, those ones are
T-Rex,
ancient. Ancient zones. Yeah.
Cool. So the ancient zones are on top of the normal zone. See, this has become a One Piece podcast. I'm so sorry.
When the day we'll have a proper One Piece listening podcast, we'll have. Do I have a hot take today? I don't think I have a hot take today. Yeah, I don't think I have a hot take today. Although this is not really, for me, it's not really a hot take. Okay. But basically, season 1 of Kirito.
So that's
online. It's terrible.
Season 1 or so?
No, actually, season 2 is worse than season 1. To be honest, season 2 is when he had to go back to get the elf girl and all that. To be honest, Sword Art Online season 1 and 2, I have a problem with that show.
What's so horrible about that?
The scene that I always go back to is when they were about to lose their child in the game. And oh boy was able to hard code an AI, a rogue AI that was actively continuously learning. He was able to battle. This is how you need to picture it. He was battling a conflagration, like a huge flame that had no control. Even the game couldn't control it. That's why the game had to delete it. And he was able to find a way to cover the entire conflagration and turn it into an item.
And he couldn't just activate it.
And he couldn't figure out to
lock that was in the game.
And he did that in seconds. He just started to...
And you can never see him be a master coder again.
I'm like, where is this from? Like, Daddy Jesus Kirito really needs to... I like the wish fulfillments that Sword Art Online brought to the table was just too much.
But Kirito is like Christ too.
Yeah.
Like, it's very close.
Yeah, very, very close.
Yeah.
So that's my hot take. Give all those Sword Art Online fans. Sword Art Online alicization is actually really good.
Yo, the animation for it.
Yeah, and the story is also
and the
really...
sound effect.
Yeah, the
sound design is mad.
It's solid. The story is solid.
Yeah. It is like, you have these AI that are living...
Yeah, well...
Did you watch to the end?
No, I haven't finished it.
Oh, so you only know what happens.
Yeah.
So, Kirito lives thousands of years in the world. He ends up living thousands of years. But he lives thousands of years in a matter of like a month or something.
Okay.
And they bring him out of it, but they're able to separate the Kirito that lived for all those thousands of years. They're able to separate that from the Kirito that comes out. So he doesn't have those memories. That Kirito that lived those thousands of years in that world is still in that world now. And has somehow, his consciousness has somehow come as AI code into the real world.
Oh, okay.
So he's more or less like a
Cortana.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
So
he has very different views on how humanity should live.
You know that whole theory, I don't know if it was a theory, but back in the day, that Asshole World was years connected to Sword Art.
Because they all have the dive gear.
Yeah. Maybe it
could be.
Yeah, so that's pretty much it. As usual, guys, do the necessary. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Like.
Yeah.
50 likes, guys. 50 likes.
We don't really need them.
50 likes, and then I'm going to go on my whole rant, talk about why the shonen genre is so difficult to make live actions for, especially live action that will be consumed by the large markets. Why studios who want to go into anime live action should focus on sending. For instance, Berserk be a fantastic R-rated live action.
Vinland Saga.
After seeing The Northman,
I haven't seen that.
You've not seen the trailer?
No.
When you go back, check out anybody else who hasn't seen the trailer for The Northman. Watch the trailer for The Northman, and the story for The Northman is very close to Vinland Saga.
For Vinland Saga, you need a phenomenal
child actor. That will always be the limit. Which is why I say that shonen, that's one of the major downsides of shonen. Because the majority of the characters are, and they are not.
And if you don't do it right within a season, they're fully grown.
Which is why I'm saying that One Piece, you need to put so much money up front. Because see, if I'm helming the One Piece project, I'm shooting all 5 seasons in a go.
No, but you see, that is someone who has a passion for One Piece. That's what someone who has a passion for One Piece would do. We're not making this because they're just so passionate. They're not making this because they're passionate about One Piece.
Well, the director for the One Piece show is very passionate. I think he said One Piece fan.
People that are bankrolling the director.
Yeah, the bankrollers
are passionate.
Yeah, it's a money.
They are here to make money.
Yes.
And they're not going to make money right away by doing what you want to do. They'll make money probably in the long run.
Yeah.
But they're not going to make it right away.
Which is why the studio I would have preferred to do One Piece is Amazon Prime.
You wanted to make 5 seasons at once so that like all the flashbacks and the rest, they have the same actors do
all those things
in a timely manner.
And I
understand that.
Yeah. It's even worse because Oda has this very interesting habit where he doesn't repeat
panels. He
redraws everything.
So if he's referring to something, he redraws
it. So right now we are wondering when Luffy meets Shanks all the way in chapter 1100 or something.
They are reminiscing about
the past. They could probably reminisce about another angle of the past that we never got to see years ago.
So you feel like they need to talk to Oda and find out all these things that are going to come up and shoot all these things with young Luffy while he's young.
But that will also cause leaks.
Yes, massively.
So One Piece, to be honest, live action One Piece, I would have done live action One Piece 2 years after the One Piece had ended. For One Piece itself.
Yeah, you have
then we know everything
Yeah.
about it. So we know that, okay, if we are going to make this show, this is what we'll take, this is what we'll use, this is what we will leave.
Yeah.
And then we can read. So basically, the show will be a subset of it. That's why I've gone about it.
But yeah, that's passion speaking.
Yeah, that's passion speaking. The bankrollers don't really, But Amazon Prime Video pays, they've paid close to $1 billion just to make 2 seasons of The Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings is a different IP.
Yeah, because they had to pay they bought the IP first.
Yeah.
That's part of the $1 billion. Then they're spending like $250 million.
I mean, to be honest, Lord of the Rings up there and One Piece isn't up on Lord of the Rings level yet. In terms of recognition, worldwide recognition.
Okay,
is not
exactly. Yeah. In terms, if you're going to talk about,
I'm not talking about quality of storytelling.
For the lack of better than cult classics.
Yeah.
Or an icon. Yeah. One Piece is an anime icon, but Lord of the Rings is an icon across the board.
Across the board, yeah.
Do you think a Harry Potter anime would be cool though?
Nah.
I think that Warner Brothers should look into a Wizarding World anime.
Yes, something apart from the story.
Yeah.
But this is the interesting thing about Harry Potter. Every time you make a video game, I see that the characters in so much of promise. No, but like when you see how the one craft or the video game characters, you see that the book characters are joking.
They were kids.
No, even the adults book characters are joking.
Yeah, true.
Because like I don't know how to express this.
You know what? I think in the next conversation we could just talk about which shows or movies we've watched that we think the expansion of their world should try anime.
Bro, I feel like Star Wars has already answered that question.
Yeah, Star Wars Visions second season is
amazing. The Seventh Jedi.
I didn't like a lot of Star Wars Visions. That's my one take for the show.
All of it.
I only watched like the only 2 episodes that I like, the Seventh Jedi and some other one, but the only ones I like.
I loved all of them. From the Robot Boy one to the very first one. I loved all of them, man.
I still prefer Love, Death and Robots to Star Wars Visions.
And that's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Well, it's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
Like, share, comment, subscribe, show it to your friends,
Yeah.
people who don't like anime, because we kind of have conversations. I think very soon, we'll run out of anime things to talk about, and then we'll have other branching conversations.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
And I'm just talking about Disney.
Yeah.
We should do a Disney podcast.
Yeah. An episode about Disney. Even though it's
not an episode, a full Disney podcast. This week we're talking about Time. Next week we're talking about Encanto.
Bro, I don't want to talk about. I don't want to talk about Hamilton.
Talk about Moana.
I don't want to talk
we're talking about
Hamilton. No.
No, we can just talk about the animated movies.
True.
Yeah.
All right. So catch you guys in the next one.
Peace.
Peace.